My first proportion word problem says, Mrs. Sanford buys 5 sandwiches for $16.50. How much would 12 sandwiches cost? So I know that a proportion is going to be needed to solve this problem, and a proportion is going to be two ratios set equal to each other. So I'm going to figure out what information I know and go from there. So my first sentence is going to give me my first complete ratio. So it says I can buy 5 sandwiches for $16.50. So I'm going to decide to do sandwiches on top and money on the bottom. And I know that my first proportion doesn't really matter the order that I do it in. My second proportion will need to stay consistent with whatever I have on there. And this is being a little silly. There we go. So my second sentence is going to give me my second ratio. So this is how much does 12 sandwiches cost? Well, my sandwiches were on top over here, so I'm going to stay consistent and keep 12 sandwiches on top. But I don't know how much they cost this time, so I'm going to need to pick a variable to stand for how much it costs, and I'm going to decide to use x. So now I have a complete proportion that I could solve using cross multiplication, but that one is set up correctly. My second proportion word problem says Joey can go 550 miles on 20 gallons of gas. How many miles can he go on 12 gallons of gas? So again, I'm going to set my proportion with two equal ratios. So I have my first complete ratio is going to be, I'm going to decide to do miles on top and gallons on bottom. My second sentence says how many miles can he go on 12 gallons of gas. So this time I know that I have 12 gallons. That's a bit of information that they're giving me. Gallons was on bottom over here, so I'm going to stay consistent and keep 12 gallons on the bottom with my second ratio. It's saying how many miles, I don't know, so I'm going to choose a variable to stand for how many miles, and that's going to be x. Now I just want to double check. This was miles, so this is miles, this is gallons, and this is gallons. So it's really important to make sure that you stay consistent with each ratio. And that is completely set up.